Hey team, we had an awesome pour yesterday. We did almost 1,100 square feet of seamless Roman Slate stamped concrete. There were some sidewalks and a patio in the back. Now the order was 11.5 meters, so we used about 11 meters, and it had integral color in it called Midnight Bay. It gives it a bit more of that charcoal effect. Now, it was cloudy in the morning, but the sun was coming, and this stuff set fast. So we poured it in order of how we were going to stamp it. We poured the front sidewalk first, because the sun was going to come up on the east, and then we poured the west patio from the west side over to the east, because the sun comes up over the house and starts seeing sun on that west side first, and that's how we're going to stamp it. Now, the beauty of this stamp is that there's no interlocking parts of it. It just goes down and overlaps. So you got to make sure to rotate those stamps so that the pattern will change. Because if you just laid them down all the same way, it would start to look pretty noticeable and repetitive. There's a sweet overhead shot with the drone. I had barely enough time to pull that guy out, but I made it happen. I need you guys to see it all. So we wiped it out once by hand, magnesium floats and our Cadillac composite tools there, and then we did it again. So we hit it once, we did the edges with our tools there, and then we jumped on and we wiped it out again by hand just to make sure it was nice and tight and smooth and no lines. So we did the edger there, and then we floated it out with our magnesium hand floats. So now this is going to make sure that it stays grippy, and also that we didn't put steel trowels on it. Steel trowels can cause issue with stamped concrete, with anything outside with air entrainment in it. So there's the second wipe. We wipe it out. We try to keep it random. We don't want to see big sweeping arcs with the hand float because it can show through the pattern. And now we're on it with our patterns, rotating that seamless slate stamp, and we're using our wampers. So we're fairly tight, but we're not leaving any shoe prints. We also wear our padded shoes with the flat bottoms on there so that we don't leave any heel prints. And now we want it just hard enough to wamp that impression in and leave a good texture on the surface. That is our stamp release. You always have to use a release agent. So we use a clear liquid release. That way we can see what we're doing. If you need to do any touch-ups or fixes, you can see exactly. So that mark there is where the two stamps overlap. And there's a little bit of a wobble there, a little bit of a wiggle line. So we watch out for those, and then we use our skin to take that out. There's a close-up of the texture. Looks amazing. So we're carrying on here. We're working our way into the shadow. As you can see, there's a shot of the front there. Wasn't sure about that shape, but I really like that now. There's going to be stairs coming down onto there. And then we just worked our way out. We are back for some diamond pattern saw cuts today, and it got so hot yesterday, I had to go back about 3 hours later and just give it a little water to cool it off, guys. It's a good call.